What's the craziest thing you've ever done? Spent 6 weeks kayaking solo from Canada to Portland down the Columbia River. I ate mostly peanut butter and jelly tortillas with a Snickers bar a day. Was shot at on accident by some drunk guys having a bachelor party. Had the police called on me at Grand Coulee Dam. And had a realtor chase me off a property for sale when I couldn't find a place to sleep as I approached Portland. I was basically a homeless guy with a kayak. Chose a random spot on Google Maps in my country and drove there and back. It took my like 8 hours and I ended up in some random ass forest and a group of hikers was staring at me like you can't drive here. Went from Germany to Mexico to meet some random girl who chatted me up on ICQ, using a flight I was randomly given for free, not speaking any Spanish. A few weeks later I went again to marry her. Today's our 16th anniversary. Our daughter will be 7 soon. She speaks Spanish, German, Bavarian and English. I got married when I was 19. Pranked my colleagues into thinking I was in Estonia whilst simultaneously pranking my students into thinking I was dead. I rode a bicycle 7 miles from Red Rocks Amphitheater to my house at 1 a.m. There are no lights. I had no bike light. It is the season for mountain lions and rattlesnakes to be about. I took 4 hits of LSD 4 hours prior. Scary at the time, but I think that was just the LSD making me paranoid. Not today, D. My ex. She was genuinely mentally unwell. Thought ingredients in food were healthy or not based on her ability to pronounce them. Anyway, she couldn't pronounce water in Mongolian, so maybe I'm the asshole here. Had sex without a condom with a girl who was crazy as fuck. Yep, she got pregnant. I, an American, was in Switzerland on vacation. Since I was headed to London next, a Pakistani man I did not know well asked me to take a package on the airplane for him. I did, and once in London I handed that package to a man, allegedly his uncle, at a London tube station. We both walked away without saying much. I still keep in touch with the Pakistani guy, he's awesome. I ate an Oreo without twisting it in half and no milk, just fucking bite into it like there is no tomorrow. Took a trip to Arizona because I was in a long-distance relationship. 910 loved Arizona, but the relationship didn't make it. Almost died from broken heart syndrome. The purple-haired chick from Arby's. She's FKN crazy. Traveled 4 HRS to meet someone to meet for 10 mins. Junior year of high school, a buddy of mine walked up to me before we headed to first period and said, "Here, try this," and handed me a little pill. 16-year-old me said okay and dry swallowed it. About halfway into third period it hit. By second period my teacher kept asking me if I was okay. I guess word spread that I took Molly and everyone would be laughing that was tripping balls and I freaked out and skipped school the rest of the day. My husband and I married in 2000 and were divorced by 2001. We remained friends and got very close in 2014, but had not seen each other since 2021. One day in September I texted something like, "What are we doing? I love you. Let's get married." He said, "Are you serious?" I said yeah. He moved in the next week. We were married on December 25, 2014, and we are happily married today. Scoring weed in Egypt. I took a knife and do you know that tag on mattresses that says "do not remove under penalty of law"? Had sex with my girlfriend in front of 10-15 men, in a club. Drop job, house, friends and country for a girl living 8,000 km away. Did the same years later for another girl living 800 km away. Put my arm in a stallion throat, down to my shoulder, because he was choking on an apple and I had to react fast. Could end poorly.